This is gonna be short. I'll just show you how to resize the folder that you are hosting in your ScPrime configuration, that you would not lose your incentives or your contracts. Hello everyone, so in my last video I just shared that if you want to have the incentives for the month, you should share not too much of the space and you should ask not too big amount of the CCP coins. So in this case I got some requests and I will show you how to resize the space you are sharing in one or another folder, that you would not to delete, that you would not lose the contracts, and that would everything will be okay. Okay, so once you're in your server, of course, first thing that you want to do is you want to see what folders you're sharing and how much space is being used. You can do it very easily by pressing SPC host command, and you will get the main information about your host information, and in my case we can see the folders I have shared, the capacity of the folders used, path, and storage folders, how many is being used. So as we can see, not so much, just 40 gigabytes of let's 2 terabytes or more shared in the folders, and so on. So we can resize almost all of these folders, but let's try to resize one. I don't want to delete any of them because in each of them there are some contracts, so it's much better to resize. If you ever get stuck and you won't know what the command to use, you can always use the help functionality in ScPrime console. So let's try to get some help. Host, folder, help, or just H letter, it doesn't really matter. We'll get all the commands that we can use. The folder commands are add, remove, resize. So in this case, we want to resize the folder. So SPC host folder resize, then the name of the folder and the space we want to resize to. Great, let's press enter. Some time has passed, actually quite a lot of time, quite a lot of minutes, and in our window we can see that nothing is happening in here. But I have another window open and I'm checking what's going on here. And we can see that I just tried before, it was this folder, number 5, it was 32 gigabytes used, and yeah, the percentage was 1.48, and now we can see that it's decreasing. Only 6 gigabytes is being used. Well, capacity is still the same, percentage of course it's lower, but most likely some data is being moved to another folder so that this folder could be resized. And yeah, as we can see, it's decreasing, and most likely maybe the percentage will remain more or less the same, like 1.5. Yeah, and actually we can see for this used it's being bigger, it's like 2.15. yeah, so looks like the contracts from this folder is being distributed to this other folder, because okay, let's see, it was 40 gigabytes, now it's 47 gigabytes. Yeah, it was 41, 48. Yeah, so looks like the contract is being distributed. Oh great, we just got the message, resizing folder to, yeah, okay, looks like it was resized. What do we have in here? We have, yeah, 99 gigabytes is being resized, percentage is more or less again the same, 1.76%, and everything else was accordingly moved to other folders, so that the percentage would be more or less the same, so that not too much of stuff would be in this folder, like it would not be like half full and these are half empty, because it was like 38 gigabytes used and that was 1%, but from 100 gigabytes that would be around 40% being used. So looks like the system very cleverly moves all the contracts, all the data to the other folders, and that's why it's taking more time for the folder to be resized. So this is what I wanted to show you for today. As we can see, it takes some time because the contracts, the data of contracts has to be distributed to other folders, that the percentage would be more or less the same, so it will take some time, well, depending on how much data you have. And you don't need to de-announce or do something else, you just press resize and the folder size will be resized, and all collateral, all the data will remain, it just will be distributed among the other folders you have. So I hope this was useful. Please hit that like button if you like. If you have any questions, about ScPrime, about this project configuration, let me know. I'll try to help you, and see you next time. Cheers!